Thank you for joining me. Today we're going to talk about tee placement. If you're going to work on hitting the ball to the left side of the field, the tee needs to be a little bit further out in front of you if you're going to work on seeing the back of the ball. Understanding what it means to hit the back of the ball means a player understands what it means to hit a ball out in front. When you're trying to work on hitting a ball further out in front, you'll want to make sure that the tee is placed properly. Now here's a few things that you're wanting to consider. What is the player swinging with? If they've got something that's a little bit longer than their normal bat, you're going to want to allow more room between the center of their body and the ball. And this can be measured from wherever they're going to take their load and strike from. So let's just say I'm trying to hit the ball over the outfielders' heads. I'm going to take a little bit of a lean back. You can see this wall right here. I'm going to lean back just a tad and I'm going to sit right here. And no matter where that pitch is, this imaginary wall is going to stay there, even if I happen to leak forward. You see how that angle just kind of stays? If I happen to leak forward and like kind of rotate and throw my body around on a changeup or something, I would still be able to make that happen, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to act like I'm going to hit the ball from right here. I need to make sure that from the center of my chest all the way out to the sweet spot is where I'm measuring how I want to hit this ball, or where I want to place the tee. So from the center of my body to the sweet spot on my bat, so we'll just call that right here between the L and the T on this stealth word. I'm going to take that piece all the way to the ball from this position by rotating and snapping. So this seems to be a pretty good spot to work from for this particular pitch if I'm trying to hit the ball over the outfielders' heads, all the way around. So to do that, you're going to want to create this strong front side and work on keeping your head still and allowing your back foot to really rotate and bring the rest of your body. It's going to naturally happen, and the faster you can do this and keep your head still and behind the ball, the faster your swing is going to happen. You already know how to hit it. Now you just have to learn how to hit it where you want to, when you want to. So hold that position and think, I want to hit the ball that way. You're going to be driving through this ball like this, so you need to get your body on plane to do that. To do that, I would stick my butt out a little bit by shifting my knees that way. Almost like moving your kneecaps back a little bit to where you can see your shin looking down rather than standing up. Okay? So you're kind of bending your butt backwards, pushing your knees backwards, and holding this position from the side, right there. You see the parallel lines? I'm going to attack from right there, heel up. I'm stretching the lower half. It's still turning. Now it's bringing my upper half because my abs are tight. Everything's going fast, and as soon as my ankle can't go anymore, everything else is going. I did not bring my back hip to the ball. I did not bring my back shoulder to the ball. I took my front shoulder away by taking my heel around, and this movement, like the earth rotates around an axis, pulls me all the way around to that ball, boom, extension through it, and head behind it. Just want you guys to practice keeping your head still behind a specific contact point and see how much distance do you need. I need about 5 feet. I'm about 5'5", and I need about 5 feet to measure from the center of my body, down my arm, and all the way out to my sweet spot. And this is where I'm trying to hit it, like where I would hammer into a wall. That's how much I need to measure, and that's where I'm rotating this to. Boom! Boom! Heel up, pow! Head stays still. Watch how that front leg accepts the weight. It's like the front heel, or it's like the front ankle. The outside part rolls over and around. Like there's this circular path going in my legs here, pulling me around like the bottom cylinder is connecting with the top cylinder, and this is just an extension of centrifugal force, doing exactly what your shoulders are doing. Hold the bat tight, keep the head still, focus on your contact point, and explode with the intent to hit it where you want to hit it. Make sure your experiments are tested. Move it forward a little bit, or move it a little closer to you. Work on having to hit something where you don't have the best swing. How could you still get a hit right here? This is not ideal, but it's important to know how to pull the trigger if you did decide to swing there in a game. How can you still get a hit with that? Remember, your goal is to score. When you get up to the plate, that's the only thing that matters. If you get to first base, great. If you get to second, great. But if you don't get home, it doesn't really matter. Okay, so swing with the intent to score. Find your ball when you're on the bases and find a way to get to the next base. If you don't touch home plate, your team doesn't get a run. And you have to score more runs than the other team to win a ball game. So get out there, watch the ball, leave your head at contact, and swing to score. Just dig in.
Got an 808, listen, an 808. Got an 808, boom, and an 808.